Neighborhood SureSave Markets, PSECU, Kona Ice, Smith, Mayer & Little, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swinging a ground ball, rolled to short, Dent's got it, throws, it's over! And the York Revolution are 2017 Atlantic League champions!
Now with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution, Darrell Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from PeoplesBank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 107 of York Revolution baseball. Tonight, the next to last game on this homestand. Big Saturday night, game 2 of the 3-game series between the Revs and the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Hi again, everybody. Darrell Henry alongside Michael Mark Antonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball. A beautiful night and a big crowd making their way in here on fireworks night, bike night. A whole lot going on here at the ballpark this evening. We're a couple of minutes late coming on. Had some Wi-Fi issues here in the press box. What else is new? But we're with you now as the Revs coming off a big 5-0 win against the Blue Crabs last night. Mitch Atkins, his league-leading 11th victory, and Dustin Richardson closing it out after an 8th inning handled by Ricardo Gomez. Offensively, scoreless into the 7th inning, and it was Steven Figueroa in his Revs debut breaking the tie with an RBI double. Roger Diaz would end up with a big 2-run single to help put the game away as well. And the Revs with a 5-0 shutout win, their 9th shutout victory of the season. Now 21-21 in the second half, overall back above 500 at 53 and 52. Blue Crabs are 16-25 in the second half, having dropped 4 straight. And overall just 42 and 62. Tonight, it'll be Robert Carson facing one of his former teams. He's 7-6 with a 3.80 ERA for the Revs. Right-hander Darrell Thompson goes for Southern Maryland. He's 5-3 with an ERA of 2.28. Coming up on our pregame, we'll check in with Mace on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report, get his thoughts on the win last night. The Revs are also down a reliever, so we'll hear from Mace about that and more coming up on the pregame. First pitch tonight set for 6:30 here on a beautiful night in York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
There are few situations more stressful than having someone else's well-being in your hands. That's especially true when you're providing senior home care for a member of your own family. The team at Visiting Angels is committed to providing families with the best possible in-home care services. We'll help your loved one continue to live at home and help you find peace of mind. Locally RN-owned and nationally known, Visiting Angels is America's choice in home care. Specializing in dementia care for adults and their families, our team will help with bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, errands, shopping, light housekeeping, meal prep, friendly companionship, flexible hourly care, and respite care for families. Senior Home Care by Angels. Visiting Angels is hiring qualified caregivers. Call our York office at 717-751-2488. That's 751-2488. Or online at visitingangels.com.
Dale E. Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, great win to open the weekend last night. Let's start with Mitch Atkins and your view on his performance. He's had a lot of them this year, but that was another one that really stood out.
Oh, absolutely dominant. One of the more dominant performances we've seen all year, and he got his pitch count up there pretty high too. But no, he was really on point last night. He had the ball moving to both sides of the plate, and he did a really great job.
You finished the night actually with Dustin Richardson closing it out. We'll get to why, but what you've seen from him in his first two outings, I guess everything you remembered from before.
Yeah, pretty much. And that was pitching like the second day after a 3-inning outing. So he threw the ball really well last night and has thrown it really well both times he's been out there for us. But I mean, pretty much the same guy I remember. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He has good stuff. He knows how to use it, and so it's good to see a guy come in and be able to contribute like he has right away.
People click onto those transactions, they're going to see Rincon going inactive today. What can you tell us about him?
Well, Junior came up with some bicep tendonitis, pretty much the same thing that Sanchez came up with a few weeks ago. And well, unfortunately, when you have a bad case of bicep tendonitis, the only thing you can do is shut down. And he's been trying to pitch through it for the past 2-3 weeks. He's been doing a lot of work with Chong when he was here, just different kind of therapy stuff to be able to get through it. But it just got to the point where we had to shut him down, and it's going to be at least a 3 to 4 week rest period. So with that said, and 3 weeks left in the season, the regular season anyway, and then he would have to start a throwing program once he's been shut down for those 3 weeks. So we just decided it was probably best for him to go ahead and go home. And he was very appreciative for his opportunity here and everything, but he wanted to go home too to get his rest.
Well, we covered the pitching side from last night. On the offensive side, it was scoreless until the 7th inning. And how about Mr. Figueroa coming through and breaking the tie? What a trek he had, an afternoon rush hour to get here the day before, but first day in the lineup.
Yeah, Steven had he was supposed to, he was in a little bit of a car accident on the way here, and so then he gets here, he gets out of the car, and I tell him, you're going to play third base today, and okay, and took him outside, and they hit him some ground balls because we didn't take batting practice on the field yesterday, and then he comes in the game and just gets 3 hits in the game-winning one. So it's kind of uncanny that it seems like when we bring guys in, especially young guys, in their their first appearance here with us, we've seen Nick Ferdinand hit a walk-off home run, I think, in his first game. So we've seen some young guys come in and do some really good things in their first game out there. So and then he got to catch the ball to end the game last night to pop up to third base. So it was a really good night for Steven, and I'm sure that's one he'll remember for a long time.
And the overall bottom of the order, I mean, he had 3 hits, Spoon had
three. Diaz had a couple, and Roger had the one that broke it open.
Yeah, that was a big hit to right field there to get us from 3 to 5, and so anytime you can add on, especially late in the game, that's always a good thing. You're always trying to play for at least 1 or 2 extra runs at the end. I thought we had a lot of hits. I think we had 14 hits or something like that, and we left 7 guys on base, but we also hit into like 3 or 4 double plays, and we kind of, we had some opportunities early on. We just couldn't cash them in, but the guys were patient, and then we had to make some things happen there later in the game.
I know you don't have Harris or Castillo back in tonight, but are they getting close?
Yeah, I think Harris will be in there tomorrow. Probably could have done it today, but I'm going to wait and see. With us being off on Monday, to me, there's no sense to push a guy for maybe one day and then we're off the next day anywhere where he could get 2 in a row or 3 in a row, whatever it might be. So we're going to see. We'll check it really good with him in the morning, and then we'll go from there.
And lastly, Robert Carson tonight, no doubt he's been solid in every role this year, but what do you want to see from him starting down the stretch? He's kind of been a guy, maybe it's 1 inning every outing. How does he avoid that 1 inning?
Well, I mean, it's just, some of that is we haven't helped him. Maybe we've botched up a couple plays behind him, and then it gets to a point where it kind of escalates and gets out of control. So we just need to minimize damage, and, Robbie's good enough to do that. I mean, he's an all-star, and, so he's good enough to do that. It's just, we're coming into the end of the year now, and when you're a starting pitcher, these are the tough days because you've already logged a lot of innings, maybe more than you've logged in the past couple of years because he was pitching out of the bullpen. So, you got to kind of gear up for that, and, just try to minimize your damage, be efficient, make every pitch the best you can make it, and then see what happens.
Nice. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Anthem here tonight from PeoplesBank Park by way of marching band here this evening as we get set for Game 2 of this series, the Revs and the Blue Crabs. Revs have taken the field. Robert Carson has the game ball, and the starting lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For Southern Maryland, it'll be Ryan Strasburger in left field leading things off. Edwin Garcia at shortstop. At second, Teodoro Martinez in right field is hitting third. The cleanup man is first baseman John Griffin. Frank Martinez at third base will hit fifth. Devin Rodriguez is the DH batting sixth. Corey Vaughn in center field hits seventh. Angeles Nina at second base is batting eighth. And Craig Maddox will do the catching and bat ninth. Again, Strasburger, Garcia, Martinez, Griffin, Martinez, Rodriguez, Vaughn, Nina, and Maddox for the Blue Crabs. For the Revs tonight, they will have Jared Mitchell in right field to start things off. Alexi Casilla at second base is batting second. Hitting third and DHing is Melky Mesa. Talvin Nash at first base will be batting cleanup. Wellington Dotel in left field will hit fifth. Ryan Dent at shortstop at sixth. Travis Witherspoon in center field batting seventh. Roger Diaz does the catching and hits eighth. And Steven Figueroa is at third base batting ninth. Again, Mitchell, Casilla, Mesa, Nash, Dotel, Dent, Witherspoon, Diaz, and Figueroa for the Revs, who will be facing Darrell Thompson. Robert Carson on the mound for York. He is 7-6, ninth in the league in ERA at 3.80, 28 outings, 12 starts. 92 in the third innings, 111 hits, only 25 walks though, 74 strikeouts, opponents hitting .303 as he goes up against his former team here tonight, and Strasburger makes his way to the plate as we're just about set to go. Revs are in their alternate home whites with the shoulder stripes, Southern Maryland in their blue camo tonight. Got a couple of alternate camo print jerseys. And on a beautiful night, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is down in the dirt. We are underway. 6:32 is our start time tonight. Strasburger hitting at .249, 7 home runs, 36 knocked in. And Carson the 1-0. Swing and a little dribbler. It bounced up off of Strasburger on the follow through on his swing. And it's a ball and a strike. He was 1 for 4 with an infield hit last night. He's just 2 for 17 his last 5. The Revs have done a wonderful job against him, holding him to a 161 clip. He swings here, bounces it softly at short. Den has to charge gloves, can't get it out of his glove, and Strasburger has his second infield hit of this series. That one starts off the night.
That's a really tough play for Dent there because he's back deep and there's no reason to play the leadoff man of the game or Strasburger at all that far in. So he's back, and good decision to hold on to that because at that point, not being able to get out of your glove, you don't want to try to rush it and throw it away.
Here is Edwin Garcia. Garcia hitting .295, 3 homers, 30 driven in. He's been hot, hitting up around 400 his last 10. Carson kicks and fires and hits the outside corner. It's a called strike. Our plate ump tonight is Tim Detweiler. James Clayton at first base. Brian DeBrouwer, the crew chief, is at third. Carson against Southern Maryland, 1-1, 5.23 ERA, 4 relief outings, 1 start as he misses down low. Started against them August 5th and pitched well, 5 1/3, 2 runs. Good bit of the damage they did against him actually came in his relief appearances. And now deals. And a swing and a ground ball, base hit through the left side of the infield. Back-to-back singles to start the night as Garcia yanks one through. He is now at 3 for 5 to begin this series. Bring up Teodoro Martinez up next.
Rob's been around the plate to start the game. He usually is, and that's why you see a low walk total, a high hit total. Because he's not going to miss with a bunch in a row. He's not going to walk guys. So the approach on Rob is to swing early, and neither of those balls hard hit, so not really anything to worry about early on in the game.
Martinez hitting at .291, couple homers, 32 driven in. That's the start in right field tonight. And Carson delivers. It is a called strike, a slider. Martinez not in their lineup last night. And they had KK in right, but Teodoro back in the night. First 2 men on. Here's the stretch and the 0-1. It is down and away. Our weather tonight, 84 degrees on the board. Sunny skies, a little bit of partial cloud cover in the sky, but it's been sunny all day. Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. The 1-1, it is fouled away down the right field side. And it'll be a big crowd tonight. A big picnic group in right field. The area in front of us, the Dietz and Blewett Insurance Diamond Deck, is full with the Wings on Deck night provided by Pizza Box.
We should have called the game out there tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple places that would have been good options. It's the 1-2. And a bouncer over the mound. Dennett short, right there by second. Steps on it, fires. Safe is the call there. He was waiting for that bounce to get to him, knowing he had it out at second base with his foot on the bag as the ball got to him. And a chance at first base on that, but Martinez runs too well. He beats it out. First and third with one away on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, not really much you can do about that. On that play, Dent did the smart thing, wait to get the middle runner, wait for that ground ball to get to second, because that's really his best play. And now it gives the opportunity to roll a double play and get out of the inning. Another ball that wasn't hard hit, but it helps out the Crabs.
Here is John Griffin. Carson first will check in on Martinez over at first, who does have 18 steals. He's been caught 8 times. Griffin hitting .298, 9 homers in 50 games played. And a throw, and they've got Martinez. And Nash will run at him and tag him. He took a couple of steps towards second. Could not break free. It's a pickoff for Robert Carson as he had Martinez leaning and then completely frozen. Rob's 6th pickoff of the year.
Well, that's big right there. Now your defense can play completely back, not have to worry about needing a double play to get out of the inning. Rob can just go after the batter, not worry about the runner on third. He's so good with that move, and it's why lefties are so effective on the mound.
Pitch to Griffin now is high and away, ball 1. First pitch that he's thrown to Griffin. Well, that is the 3rd most pickoffs or caught stealings by a pitcher himself in a season in Revs history. He fires, and it's tapped foul behind the plate. It's the most in one season since Brian Fierben set the team record with 11 in 2012. Jesus Sanchez had 8 in 2010. Carson's got 6 here this year.
How many of those guys on that list are lefties? All of them?
They would all be.
Yeah, figured.
Here's a swing and a foul tip on the breaking ball, 1-2. In fact, Carson now is 7th on the career list for pickoffs and caught stealings. And all but one of those is a left-hander. Thurm got himself in there as a righty. Runner at third, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a ground ball to short. Dent to his left, gobbles it up, takes his time, fires to first, inning over. And Robert Carson works out of some early trouble. A fielder's choice, a pickoff, and a ground ball to short. No runs, 2 hits, 1 man left. We've played a half inning tonight. Blue Crabs nothing, Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Revs come to bat, no score. Robert Carson works out of a little bit of a predicament in his half of the first inning. Darrell Thompson, his teammate in Southern Maryland the previous couple of years, ready to make his 12th start, and unfortunately for him, it's been an injury, interrupted campaign, and frighteningly so. He got hit with a line drive in the face in his start at New Britain, had a broken jaw, had to miss several weeks, including the All-Star game, which he certainly would have pitched in, but He's 5-3, 2.28 ERA in his 11 starts. Mitchell leads off. First pitch is over for a strike. Alonso likely to be back in there tomorrow, but Mitchell leads off again. As Thompson winds and fires, and a swing and a miss. Fastball there. Thompson, 67 innings, just 53 hits, 13 walks, 49 Ks. His opponent's 212. He has good numbers across the line. Mitchell up to 276. Here's the 0-2. And it missed a little bit high. He's been swinging the bat well. Last night's game, 2 for 4 with a double. He homered the night before that. Here is the 1-2. Oh, look out. That's inside. He has to move back. Mitchell, Casilla, Mesa at the top. And Thompson delivers, and he dumps it in the dirt. So Mitchell patiently works it full. The only start Thompson made against the Revs this year, he won it early in the season with 7 scoreless innings, just 2 hits given up. Revs usually see him several times a year. Here's the 3-2, and a swing and a pop foul, back and out of play. Certainly his injury situation robbed him of a good bit of time, including a couple of those series when the Revs and Blue Crabs met.
Well, when he went through the Revs lineup the last time that he faced the Revs in Southern Maryland, he just got in a groove so early. He was getting first pitch outs. It was 3-pitch strikeouts. Revs got to keep him off that rhythm.
Here's a swing and a pop-up. This one will be playable. Thompson over from the mound himself, and his first baseman, Griffin, comes in, calls him off, and makes the grab. Several steps in on the grass, 1 away.
Jared Mitchell did a good job of seeing a lot of pitches, fighting a couple off. He has a good eye up there, and he's done a good job in the leadoff hole. But it's all about grinding out at bats to where you find multiple guys on base in the same inning, and then you can really put a rally together against Thompson. And if there's going to be a rally against him tonight, the Revs need to cash in on multiple runs in an inning and take advantage, because he's not a guy that's going to just go out there and give up like a 6 or 7 spot.
Well, now here's Alexi, who's 5th in the league in hitting, 332. First pitch, he swings and misses. He did have actually a foul tip into the mitt. Did have a 9-game hitting streak snapped last night, but had a sac fly in the later portions of the game. Actually made it 2-0 in the 7th. The 0-1, and that's inside. Casilla 3rd in the league in total hits with 116. On that 9-game hitting streak, he batted .472. Thompson fires, and a swing and a fly ball the other way and left. Strasburger toward the corner, long way to go, and he's there and makes the grab. Just inside the line, fairly deep toward the corner and left, 2 away.
Strasburger having an easier time here tonight than last night when he kind of misplayed that ball that Mitchell hit to the wall in left field, so he's getting used to it out there.
Now Melky Mesa DHing. No score here in the first inning tonight. Mesa 6th in the league in hitting, 317. Tied for 4th in homers with 15. 5th in RBIs with 66. First pitch, swing, and he bounces it left side toward the hole. Backhanded short. Garcia, the jump throw, can't get him. Melky beats it out. It's an infield hit. And he could smell it when it left his bat. Put his head down, hustled down the line, and beats the throw on a pretty good attempt and a high degree of difficulty from the shortstop.
That was a really good jump throw from Garcia. It wasn't like where you backhand it, then take a couple steps to get yourself up in the air, then throw. He basically fielded it, went right up and through, and that's the reason he had a chance. But Melky, good job legging it out.
Here is Talbot Nash, Mesa 2-out base runner. Nash hitting .324, 7 homers in his first 20 games, 21 driven in. Thompson delivers from the slide step, gets a strike called up in the zone. This is Thompson's third start back from the injury, which happened June 21st at New Britain. And he was really pitching well. In that game, he had gone 4 innings, 1 run. Now deals, and it's down low. He has won each of his 2 starts back. He won at Long Island, 5 innings, 3 runs. Then last time out, beat the Road Warriors with 7 innings and just 2 runs given up. He had been out close to 2 months. On the stretch, fires and a swing and a miss, a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Nash. No score here in the first inning tonight. Revs entering play are 4 back of a potential second wild card spot. Somerset is 3.5 behind Long Island of making there be a potential second spot. The pitch, swinging a foul tip, back behind the plate. Big cut from Nash, he hangs in there. Now the Revs obviously will need some help, but all they can do is focus on their tasks. Last night was a good start with that win. Problem is Long Island won for the 4th straight game. New Britain won on travel day to Sugarland as they continue to make a real push at either the second half or a second wild card. Pitch is over for a strike, and it's a called third. A 2-seamer that sunk in on Nash. He's rung up. And Daryl Thompson with a scoreless first inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the second. It's 0-0.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
So, John, what should the Eagles' focus be this season?
Eagles Fast Play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Eagles Fast Play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah. The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Eagles game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow, I'm going to get mine fast.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Scoreless as we head to the second inning tonight. Robert Carson back at it. Frank Martinez will lead things off. 5-6-7 for the Crabs this inning. Martinez, the third baseman. First pitch is off the plate away. He's hitting at .304. That's 10th in the league. Has 9 home runs, 44 knocked in. Now the 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball left field. This one's deep. Dotel will fake the catch, turns, and it does sail out of here. Right over the top right corner of the arch nemesis in left. Martinez with his 10th home run of the season, and the Blue Crabs lead 1-0.
Well, Carson doesn't give up a lot of home runs, but when he does it, they're usually solo homers. He's given up 7 on the year, 5 of them solo shots. So you can work with that. It's no different than giving up an RBI single right there. It's just 1 run. And Carson's shown that he can work back from that.
I never saw it left the bat. We had somebody walk right in front, right as that pitch was on the way. I was looking for movement, and I saw Dotel do his fake. So for a second, he did fake me out because I didn't know where it was.
Oh, yeah, that thing was pretty much gone off the bat.
It's Devin Rodriguez who takes a strike. Rodriguez DHing tonight. Pitch. It is up high, breaking ball. He's hitting .270, 5 homers, 32 driven in. Not quite what he did last season. Pitch to him, he grounds it to second base, rolling cleanly to Casilla, who just about went to a knee to handle it, throws him out at first base, 1 away. That'll bring up Corey Vaughn. Last year, Rodriguez hit .364, despite having to miss some second half time with an injury. Here's Vaughn, who's coming in tonight at .232, tied for 4th in the league in homers with 15. Carson the pitch. It is down low. Blue Crabs have hit the second fewest home runs in the league with 63, but it's a good number more than Somerset, who's last. The pitch, breaking ball, lifted in the air at third. It's Figueroa over toward the stands. Oh, reaching in, it landed 3 rows in, but what an effort as he put his belly right against the concrete slab, and if there was any chance to reach it, he was going to do everything he could.
He might have caught that if it was one row in or even 2. He was determined to get over there, showing some good hustle.
Mentioned the Crabs now 63 homers, Somerset only 51. Here's a swing and a miss, a fastball. So unless Somerset goes nuts, the Blue Crabs will at least finish ahead of them in that department. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Revs are 10-5 against the Blue Crabs this season. Carson ready, the 1-2. And that misses upstairs. Here in York, the Revs have won 5 of the 6. After tomorrow, it is all Liberty Division opponents for York the rest of the way. Now the 2-2. And a called third strike. Breaking ball that Carson dips in over the inside part of the plate. And Vaughn is punched out, 2 away.
It's a good pitch inside on Corey. Something that, if he swings, probably jams him, but he doesn't even take the bat off his shoulder. When you get in, you really have to get in, because if you miss, it'll get out over the plate.
Now Angeles Nina with 2 down. Carson fires, and that's down low. They're probably a better lineup tonight, as they have Teodoro in there, they have Devin Rodriguez in, who didn't play last night, so Nina gets dropped from 5th to 8th, a 300 hitter. 1-0, and it's just low. With Southern Maryland, he's hitting .329. He started the year with New Britain, but was dealt over pretty early in the year. Here's the 2-0, and swinging a dribbler foul behind the plate.
Well, it's a sneaky good Crabs lineup, so it's not one you can take lightly. You look at their record, and you see one thing, but they can play. So Rob just limiting the damage the best that he can is keeping the ball low, keeping it on the ground.
2-1. Swinging a ground ball past his glove. Den up the middle, cuts it off, fires on the run in plenty of time. Nina not running too well. He rolled it over the pitcher's mound, and it was not hit sharply. Dent able to get there and makes the smooth play. The Carson retires all 3 after the homer. Southern Maryland does strike first, though, tonight. 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Spurt Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
One 0 Southern Maryland in front as the Revs come to bat. Here in the bottom of the second inning, Wellington Dotel will start things off. Dent and Witherspoon here as well. Dotel 9th in the league in hitting at .307. With York, it is .318. Thompson pauses on the step, now fires, and it's over for a strike. Revs with an infield hit from Mesa in the first inning, that was all. The wind is out to left tonight a little bit. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a foul off to the right. And that'll find the seats or perhaps even over the roof. 0-2. Big Saturday night crowd. Bike night, fireworks. Got the wings on deck in front of us.
Taunting us.
Here's a fastball way high. I think somebody might have just dropped a plate.
Oh,
no, out in right center, over like onto the warning track.
Oh, it's like save the wings.
Yeah. Here's the 1-2, and a swing and a miss. It's off the glove, foul tip, off the glove of Maddox behind home plate.
Maybe a snack out there for Teodoro.
Maybe I saw
Mitchell next inning.
Saw what looked like 2 paper plates come down in front of the LED board.
I'm ready to take some leftovers. I mean, they can't possibly get cleaned out.
Up time called just as Thompson was starting.
We will take any leftovers up here.
Affirmative.
Trying to spread the word the best I can, so I might as well use the radio to do it.
On the pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. High hop Frank Martinez, gloves though, slings it across to first, and there's one away. Martinez at third base handles that. That'll bring up Ryan Dent. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. we've got the hat giveaway presented by Stanball Plumbing and Heating to the first 1,000. Get your tickets at YorkRevolution.com. We also tomorrow have Rookie Revs autograph session, National Dog Day, Crab Feast in the Home Run Patio catered by Captain Bob's Crabs, Dollar Dog Day courtesy of Hatfield Quality Meats. Dent swings first pitch, rolls it off the end of the bat to deep short. Garcia backhands and throws it across, quickly 2 away. And also tomorrow a Sunday Fun Day presented by Wise Markets with pregame autographs, catch in the field, and postgame kids run the bases. And then off Monday, the team goes to New Britain for 3, and we'll be back home next Friday night against Long Island. Here's Witherspoon. Base is empty, 2 outs. 2 ground ball outs for Thompson in the inning. And first pitch, it is over for a strike. Witherspoon hitting .255, 6 home runs. Last night he was 3 for 4 with a double and RBI, scored twice. The 0-1, and that's a called strike in under his arms. And Thompson ahead quickly. Thompson at the top of their all-time lists in Southern Maryland. Been there since 2012. He fires, and a ground ball left side, backhanded Garcia. Another jump throw try. Spoon will leg it out though. Griffin had to come off the bag slightly, and Witherspoon put his head down like a sprinter at the tape. He's got an infield hit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It looked like he was trying to break through the finish line. I've been impressed with Garcia at short. To get to a couple of the balls that he has and then still make an accurate throw is impressive. But he thought it was tough to get Mesa at first. You're not getting Spoon.
Revs with two out infield hits on almost the identical play tonight. Here's Roger Diaz. He went for the finish line of the sprint as he draws a pickoff throw and dives back. The way that Logan Williamson likes to bust through that tape when they're doing the tricycle race between innings.
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times from Logan. Can't bust through the tape unless you're riding a scooter.
He has a secret route to the finish line, and surprise, there he is. Here's another throw over, and Spoon dives back. It was close. Little shuffle of the feet as he got himself propelled back on the dive, and that was close. He's a 2-out base runner for Diaz, who had a couple of hits last night, including a 2-run single in the 8th that provided the final stamp. There goes Spoon. First pitch is a strike called. Throw down. Witherspoon ahead for a slide, and he's in. He is racking up the steals. That is 20 now in only 23 tries this year. Throw was just over towards short, and he got the hand in plenty of time.
I'm going to go through Spoon's game log and look how many steals he has since I did that interview with him. Because I'm telling you, ever since, he has started swiping bags easily. I mean, we're talking second and third in the same inning. 4 in a doubleheader. It's impressive.
Now he has to shorten up. Thompson comes home and misses away. Nina from second drifting his direction, causing him to shorten a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike to Diaz. Revs looking to tie it. Trailing 1-0 in the second inning. Diaz hitting at an even 200 now. 19 games played. Thompson the stretch. The 1-1. Swing and a line drive to right center field, down for a hit. Spoon around third. Teodoro spikes the throw down to the grass. Right down at his feet as it slipped out of his hands. Spoon slides in. The throw never got in, and the Revs have tied it up 1-1 on a 2-out infield hit, a steal, and Roger Diaz does it again. His 3rd RBI in his last 2 at-bats.
He's coming on strong, and you see that Spoon stolen base right there becomes so vital because he's not scoring from first on that ball. And even the way Spoon got on base, beating out an infield hit, good teams find ways to score like that and do it with 2 outs, and the Revs have done that.
And now Steven Figueroa in his 2nd game played. Thompson the pitch. It's inside. Figueroa jumps back. Last night, 3 for 4 with an RBI double that broke the scoreless tie in the 7th in his Revs debut. What a game he played. Makes another start at third base tonight. Now the pitch. It is in the dirt, knocked down by Maddox. Figueroa with a 2-0 count to work on. 1-1 game here in the 2nd inning. Each team now with 3 base hits. Figueroa, just 23 years old, native of the Bronx. He had been playing in the Empire League. Thompson with the 2-0. And a swing and a fly ball, shallow left. Strasburger comes in. He's there waiting on it and puts it away to end the inning. But the Revs tie things up with some 2-out lightning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 man left. We go to the third. It's a 1-1 game.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2018 York Adams League.
Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football preview. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOIK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration, Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOIK, York.
Head of the third, it's a 1-1 game as Craig Maddox will lead things off for Southern Maryland. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight, Revs with Luis Cruz out with the hand injury. Alonzo Harris maybe could have played tonight. They expect him to play tomorrow, coming back from his own hand injury. Henry Castillo might be in there tomorrow as well. He had some dental work. Pitch to Maddox is up. That's a ball. Not on the injury report, but Michael Burgess is out a couple of days. Had to head back home briefly to tend to a matter. Tyler Clark is the backup catcher now with the finger healing. Here's a swing and a foul back over the roof. Ball and a strike. Frank DiGiulio Jr. elbow surgery early in the year. Jay Goss, inactive, made 1 appearance back from his own elbow. That is a mighty long list. Here's the 1-1, and a swing and a pop-up foul toward the Revs' first base dugout. Diaz hustles over and pulls up a little shy as it landed right near the steps and the Bat Boys perch 1 and 2.
No, Roger gave it a good effort. It's a tough play over there because you have to deal with the netting. Even though that bounced back in play, foul territory, but still in the field of play. You have to deal with all that. It's not an easy play.
No, ball and 2 strikes on Maddox. Left against left to begin the inning. 1-1 our score. Revs tying it up on Diaz hit. Carson the pitch, and a swing and a tip foul off of Maddox's leg as it skips behind home plate. Tomorrow, by the way, Troy Tersey against David Wayne Russo at 1 o'clock. And an off day Monday, first of 3 straight Mondays off to end the year. Pitch. And it's in on the hands, fouled just over the screen and back. That means this week, Dan Connolly can go more than 30 minutes on the Baltimore Baseball Show if he wants to.
I don't recommend it. I'm more of a 30 and let's call it a day.
We'll see how much there is to discuss. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Carson gets him on a fastball up. And Rob with his second strikeout of the night, 1 down.
He's starting to get in a little bit of a rhythm. Two of his last 3 strikeouts. His fastball's effective when he can get it up in the zone. He did so right there. But what is new with the Orioles these days?
I don't know. I need Dan to tell me on Monday.
A few more W's.
Here's Strasburger, grounds the first one foul past third.
They probably had to do icebreakers in their clubhouse after all the trades they made.
Now the 0-1, and that misses high. Strasburger, an infield hit, his first time up.
There's definitely going to be some former O's in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, there are.
The chance that at least one of them wins a ring is high.
Here's a bouncing ball to short. 2 high hops to Dent, waits for it, fires, and it came out of the glove of Nash trying the sweep tag, rolls all the way to the sidewall. He'll go retrieve it. And Dent had to hurry the throw, sitting back on the second high bounce, a high chop. He'll be charged with an error. Did have to rush it a little, though, and it sailed slightly. So Nash came off slightly, went for the sweep tag, and it just wouldn't stay in his glove with the contact.
Nash has done a good job coming off the bag to catch throws that are a little bit wide. Noticed that a few times since he's come back. That time, just not able to keep it in, and you run that risk of having the ball fly out when you try to make the sweep tag.
Here's Edwin Garcia. He swings, grounds one left side. That'll get through. Dent diving to his right, but it finds left field. And Garcia 2 for 2, and they're kind of wearing out that hole on the left side. At least there's 2 hitters at the top, first and second with 1 out.
Yeah, they are, and the Revs have peppered it a little bit early in the game. Could change how Dent positions himself throughout the game.
And now Teodoro Martinez, who bounced into a fielder's choice at short his first time and then got picked off. 1-1 score. And Carson, a look back and delivers. It is a backdoor slider, just missed out though. The Strasburger in the first reached on an infield hit to deep short, now reaches on an air on a high chop, hit slowly to short. Garcia has singled through that shortstop hole both times. The 1-0 and a swing and a pop-up. It's Nash at first, right near the bag, walking under it, and he'll glove it one-handed, 2 away. The infield fly rule was in effect anyway. 2 down, and John Griffin the hitter. Here comes the K-Man. Wonder who picked that.
I mean, I like the call. 3 strikeouts last night for Griffin. A power hitter is prone to have a little bit of a longer swing. Carson keeps the ball down in the zone. That could translate to another strikeout or multiple tonight.
First pitch misses high and away. Griffin grounded to short in the first inning. Two on, 2 out. It's a 1-1 game here in the third. The 1-0 and just missed away. Carson trying to backdoor that slider again. Getting a little frustrated. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Somerset up 4-0 in the second at Lancaster. 2-0. Swing and a miss. He couldn't get the call on the backdoor slider. He just reared back and threw the straight stuff there. Long Island leads the Road Warriors 2-0 in the third. And the 2-1. And a swing and a high fly the other way in right. Mitchell backing up. He'll have room, though. Medium deep in right center. And the side retired. Carson strands 2. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 men left. Gets the cleanup man to fly out the other way. And we go to the home half of the third. It's a 1-1 game.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Show your patriotism and Revs spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchase. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WYK. First in York, first in sports.
Our score. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. A run on 4 hits, no errors for the Crabs. A run on 3 hits, 1 error for York. And the top of the order coming up, Jared Mitchell popped to first, his first time at bat. Thompson, who's now 32 years old. 126th Atlantic League start here tonight. And he kicks. First pitch of the inning is a change-up high, so his first time through, or the second time through the order, his first pitch is a change-up. There's the 1-0, and that's over for a strike. Thompson, entering the year, was already Southern Maryland's all-time leader in innings and wins. Now has 46 wins with them. He fires, and that's inside. He's now top 10 in the league in wins. He's 6th in innings and 6th in strikeouts in league history. The 2-1, and that's inside. When he got hurt this year, he was having one of his best seasons, the makings of one. Led the league in ERA when he got hurt. Now the 3-1, and a swing and a bouncing ball. Thompson slipped at second. Nina cuts it off backhanding and throws to first. And Thompson ended up sprawled out on his stomach. As he broke for that ball, his feet gave out. And he ended up sprawled out, stretched out on the dirt, and he's laughing his butt off out there. Polo giving it to him. That's all you can do. As he tries to kick at those spikes that betrayed him and maybe embarrassed him just a little bit, but he laughs it off. Here's Casilla now. First pitch is popped up. Left side of the infield, it's Martinez at third, right in front of the bag. And pretty much straddling the line, he's got it. They call it fair, where he makes the play. 2 down quickly. here in a 1-1 game, and Melky Mesa to the plate. Thompson earlier this year was also top 10 in strikeouts and innings this season. So he was voted to his second straight All-Star game, but unfortunately could not partake. His ERA at the time of the injury, 1.96, and again, that did lead the league at the time. Here's Mesa. First pitch is over for a strike. He reached on an infield hit his first time.
He was dominant that start he made against the Revs earlier in the season. The fastball had life on it. The curveball was almost unhittable that day.
0-1, and a breaking ball hooks way out. Only 67 miles an hour on that curve. The 1-1. Another curve, even slower, 66 and high. That was so slow, Tim Detweiler dropped his clicker. A little bit of sunlight mixing through the shadows in right field, but the rest of the field in shadows now. The 2-1, and a swing and a jam shot liner at short. Garcia backs up, though, and makes the grab to end the inning. The 1-2-3 for Thompson, his first of the night. And it's on to the fourth. Michael with the play-by-play. The Revs and the Blue Crabs tied at 1.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
1-1 the score, top of the fourth inning from PeoplesBank Park. Robert Carson back out to work. He has Frank Martinez at the dish. First pitch to Frank is over for a strike. Martinez took Carson deep to lead off the second inning. Solo shot over the arch nemesis. That made it 1-0 Crabs. The Revs tied it, though, in the bottom half. And here we are, 1-1 in the top of the fourth. Martinez flails at a curveball there. It's 0-2. It's Martinez, Rodriguez, and Vaughn. 5, 6, 7 for the Crabs. Carson looking to get through his second straight scoreless frame. He's allowed 1 run on 4 hits. The Revs have 1 run on 3 hits. 0-2 pitch coming to the switch hitter Martinez, low and inside, ball 1. It's 1-2. Martinez came into the game 10th in the league in hitting. The average a few ticks over 300. It's at 306 now. The home run was his 10th of the year. 1-2 pitch from Carson, fastball high and away. It's 2-2. Martinez hitting .316 in 14 games against the Revs this year coming into tonight. He had 1 home run and 5 RBIs against the Revs this year prior to his solo shot in the second inning. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, fastball outer half of the zone. He can't catch up to it. Carson gets his third punch out of the night. 1 up, 1 down here in inning number 4. Brings up the designated hitter Devin Rodriguez, 0 for 1, grounded to second his last time up. Rodriguez got the night off last night. The Revs have had his number this year in 10 games against them, hitting just 179. One extra base hit, it's a double, that's it. He's been held to a .220 on base percentage against the Revs as well, as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Fastball up in the zone. Counts 0-1. We're tied at 1, top of the 4th. 1 out and no one on base for the Crabs. Revs won the series opener last night 5-0. Mitch Atkins won 7 shutout frames with 9 punch-outs. 0-1, left on left, chopper to short. Dent has it, waits back on it, throws to first, and in plenty of time to get Devin Rodriguez. Dent knew he had all the time in the world, so he backed up to the edge of the left center field grass to make that play. 2 up, 2 down for Carson, pretty easy. Here's Corey Vaughn. Carson got him for his first strikeout of the night. He got him looking for the second out in the second inning. Vaughn in last night's ball game, 0 for 2 with a walk, a stolen base. He struck out once. Everybody except Angeles Nina struck out last night. Here's a ground ball to third off of Figueroa. It ricochets over to Dent. He can't make the play. And Corey Vaughn will be safe on first after swinging at the first pitch. They'll score a base hit. Looked like it could have been an error on Figueroa, but they do score a hit for Corey Vaughn. An infield knock. The Crabs' second infield hit of the game. So here's Angeles Nina. I was saying Nina was the only Blue Crab not to strike out in last night's game. Gomez had 2, Richardson had 1 in relief. I mentioned the 9 for Atkins in 7 innings. First pitch slider to Nina. Check swing, they'll appeal down to first. No swing, says James Clayton. And it's 1-1. 1-0, excuse me. 2 outs and a man on first. 1-1 the score. Top of inning number 4. And the pitch, fastball over for a strike, 0-1. Lower half of the zone right there. Carson already back on the rubber, waiting for Nina. Short lead for Vaughn, being held on, and the pitch. Fly ball line drive, actually. Out of play the other way. It's 1-2. For Carson, this is his 13th start of the year, 29th appearance overall. Worked just 3 innings in his last start, came out with some numbness in his finger, but that was precautionary and nothing major. So he misses upstairs to the batter Nina here. It's 2-2. Before that, he went 7 innings against New Britain on August 15th. That was a loss. Only give up 4 runs, though. 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ground ball to short. Dent has it. He'll go to Casilla at second for the short play. And the inning is over. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's 1-1 between the Revs and Blue Crabs. Stick with us on the broadcast.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
Hi, this is Steve Navaroli. Join me Saturday mornings at 9 for Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. Tune in each week as we break down the latest in high school sports, including Friday night's big games, the week's top performers, and the rest of the sports scene, both locally and nationally. Central PA Game Day, presented by Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Saturdays at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA home insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the fourth inning from PeoplesBank Park. Michael Mark Cantonini with you on the broadcast. We're tied at 1 as Telvin Nash steps to the plate to greet Darrell Thompson, right-handed starting pitcher for the Blue Crabs. Thompson has given up 1 run on 3 hits so far in this one. Robert Carson, his counterpart, just worked through the fourth inning. He's allowed just 1 run on 4 hits through 4 strong innings. So here's Nash, struck out looking to end the first inning. It's Nash, Dotel, Dent, 4-5-6. Revs went down 1-2-3 in the third. Thompson ready, glove over his face. Leg kick and the pitch. Line drive, base hit into left field. Telvin Nash stayed on a slider. One that didn't drop low in the zone. He got it high on the arc and kept the hands back, deposited it into left in front of Strasburger over Garcia. No chance for Garcia at short. And on 1 pitch, the Revs have a leadoff base runner. Telvin Nash hasn't done that in a while. He's been in a little bit of a mini funk, I guess you can call it. But he swings first pitch, doesn't let the count get too deep. And he's aboard for Dotel with no outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Nash hitting just .219 over his last 10. However, he's hitting .278 over his last 5 coming in. Here's Dotel as the Crabs pinch for 2 up the middle with Garcia and Nina. Thompson set and the pitch. Fastball over for a strike. It's 0-1 on Wellington. Revs 1 and the Blue Crabs 1, bottom of the fourth inning. Dotel hitting .392 in 15 games against the Crabs this year. He's owned them. He chops 1 foul. I'll go back to early May when Dotel made his season debut for the Revs in Southern Maryland. First game when he debuted, had a hit, brought in a run. Then the next day, had 2 knocks, drove in all 3 runs, had a 2 RBI triple, a go-ahead 2 RBI triple in a game that Mitch Atkins started. I mean, he eventually took a no decision, but the Revs got a 3-2 win. That was Dotel's second game as a Rev, and ever since then he's been hitting. Has not stopped. He chops 1 foul there. The count goes to 0-2. He was an awesome addition for the Revs in May. And he's an in-season pickup, but he's basically been here since the start of the year. I mean, we're talking, the season started April 26th. He was here by May 8th. A little less than 2 weeks into the season, and he was a Rev. 0-2 pitch to him, fouled off right side, and the count remains 0-2. Nash is over at first. He hit a line drive single to left. Each team with a run on 4 hits. We're in the bottom of inning number 4 of the middle game of this 3-game set. Dotel ready. Pitch from Thompson. 0-2 swing and miss. Foul tipped into the glove of the catcher, Maddox. That's strikeout number 2 in the game for Darrell Thompson. Out number 1 here in the fourth. Here's Ryan Dent, the shortstop. He's made an error tonight in the field. He's also made a couple nice plays. Dent has really been swinging a good bat for the Revs. And I mean, up and down the lineup, this Revs team has been hot in August. Dent, one of 4 Revs hitting over 300 in the month of August. 3 others are hitting at least 280 in the month. Dent currently on a pretty solid hitting streak. He's at 8 games, topping his previous high of 7. He takes a fastball inside for strike 1. It's 0-1. Dent at 8 games right now. It ties him for the 5th longest hitting streak for a Rev this season. Oh, and 1 the count. Crabs still looking to turn 2. The pitch swung on and missed. Slider low and away. It's 0-2. It's Nash at first. He singled the lead off the inning. 1-1 the score, bottom 4. Dotel struck out after the Nash single. Dent trying to move Nash over, maybe get himself on base. He's hit .261 against the Crabs this year. This is his 14th game against Southern Maryland. Thompson set, long pause, pitch coming up, fastball high and tight. It's 1-2. Thompson at 50 pitches right now in the bottom of the 4th. Nothing crazy. The go-ahead run is on base. There's 1 out in the 4th. Pitch to Dent, line drive smacked foul down the third base line. That was a shot. It ricocheted off the wall padding past the Crabs third base dugout. Came back onto the field. Dent a little bit in front of that one. The count 1-2. Dent ready in the box. Thompson ready on the mound. The 1-2. Popped up off the end of the bat. Foul territory first base side. John Griffin has it. He puts that low pop-up away for out number 2. So Thompson's come back and gone strikeout pop-up after allowing the hard hit single to Nash. That brings up Travis Witherspoon, the center fielder. Spoon scored the tying run in the 2nd. He reached on an infield single, chopped it in the hole at between short and 3rd. Beat the throw from the shortstop Edwin Garcia to 1st. He then stole 2nd and scored on Roger Diaz's base hit to right field. This was all with 2 outs in the inning to tie it. Man on first, 2 outs. First pitch swinging, ground ball to short. To 2nd for the easy play is Garcia to Nina, and the inning is over. Telvin Nash a leadoff single, but that's it. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. After 4 full, we're still tied at 1. We'll go to the top of the 5th next.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Top of the 5th inning from PeoplesBank Park, still knotted at 1. It's the Revs and Blue Crabs. Michael Marcantonini with you on the call. Robert Carson's looked good through 4 innings so far. He scattered 4 hits and allowed just 1 run. It was a solo homer to Frank Martinez leading off the 2nd. The Revs got their run on Roger Diaz's 2-out RBI single to right in the 2nd. Now the first pitch of the inning swung on by Craig Maddox and lifted into shallow left. Dotel is in, Dent is out. He makes the grab. And on 1 pitch, Robert Carson has the first out of the 5th. So Maddox, the catcher, now 0 for 2. We'll go back to the top. Here's Ryan Strausberger. Strausberger's infield single to lead off the game, then reached on an error in the third. Hands held high. He's ready for the first pitch from Carson that's low in the dirt. And Diaz keeps it in front. It's 1-0. Carson's 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. 89 on the fastball right there to Strausberger. It's 1-1. Rob's not going to blow you away most nights, but he can be effective. He gets movement on his pitches. That fastball right over the heart of the plate. 89 once again. It's 1-2. And Rob does a great job of jamming hitters, whether it's going inside on lefties or righties. He can get in on you. And that's what leads to a lot of his success. Now the 1-2 pitch is sent out to right center. Spood had him shaded that way. He's back. A couple steps shy of the track. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down for Carson in the 5th. Hard hit ball to the gap, but like I said, Spoon had him played there, and he was camped under it. Here's Edwin Garcia. He's 2 for 2, a pair of singles. The top of the order has had success against Carson. Garcia's played a nice shortstop this series. Just goes to show you the talent at shortstop in this league. Ryan Dent's up there with the best of them. Edwin Garcia plays a good short. First pitch to Garcia, curveball in for a strike. It's 0-1. We're tied at 1, top of the 5th inning. No one on and 2 outs. Revs just saw Vladimir Frias show some good glove work for Lancaster. 0-1 pitch coming. Fly ball right field. Mitchell a couple steps back. This should end the inning. Mitchell makes the grab nonchalantly. A 1-2-3 inning for Robert Carson. He makes quick work of the Crabs in the 5th. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. With the game still tied at 1, we'll see if the Revs can take the lead in the bottom half.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
So, John, what should the Steelers' focus be this season?
Steelers fast play for sure.
As opposed to what?
I'm talking Steelers fast play tickets from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Playing's faster than our wide receiver running a slant.
Faster than our defense blitzing the QB?
Oh, yeah! The game's got progressive top prizes, plus second chance drawings for Steelers game tickets, meet and greets, autographed merchandise, and more.
Wow, I'm gonna get mine fast.
Fast play. Play fast, win instantly. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
The Revs won and the Crabs won bottom of the 5th inning from PeoplesBank Park. Roger Diaz, Steven Figueroa, and Jared Mitchell, the 3 due up for the Revs in the inning against Darryl Thompson, who's been good through 4 sharp innings. He's allowed just 1 run on 4 hits. Now he wants a new ball to start the inning. I guess the one he was throwing for his warm-up's not good enough. He'll toss that over to Frizz in the Crabs dugout. He will try to retire Roger Diaz. Diaz an RBI single to tie the game his last time up. First pitch to Roger, fastball that misses a little bit high. It's 1-0. Diaz on a little bit of a streak, at least he's starting one. 2 hits last night, another tonight. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball over for a strike. It's 1-1. Roger also had 2 RBIs last night. A line drive single up the middle with runners at second and third and a drawn-in infield late in the game. He helped put it away. 1-2. Slowly hit ground ball up the middle. Garcia has it, ranges to his left, throws the first in time, and Diaz is retired for the first out. Well, Roger also caught the shutout last night. Mitch Atkins started it. Gomez and Richardson finished it. He is retired on the 6-3 putout. Brings up Steven Figueroa, who had quite the debut last night. Went 3 for 4 with hits in each of his first 3 at-bats, including the game-winning, what turned out to be the game-winning RBI double down the left field line in the 7th inning. Left-handed hitting third baseman digs in, shows bunt, pulls back. That pitch was high. It's 1-0. That prompted the third baseman Martinez and even the first baseman Griffin to come in a little bit. Figueroa ready. Here's the 1-0 from Thompson. High leg kick and the pitch. Chopper through the hole between first and second into right field, a base hit. Steven Figueroa give him 4 hits in his first 5 or 6 plate appearances with the Revs. He snuck that one past the diving first baseman John Griffin. It tipped off his glove. Nina, the second baseman, just out of his reach, and it got into right field. So Steven Figueroa hitting a cool .667 on the year. 4 for 6 now. He's been a spark for the Revs. Some youth and energy to the park. Well, here's Jared Mitchell. He steps to the plate with Figueroa on first and 1 out in a tie game. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Thompson looks over at Figueroa. Griffin holding him on. And the pitch. Figueroa goes. Mitchell shows bunt, but pulls back to take a ball. The ball was dropped by Maddox. And Steven Figueroa has his first stolen base in a Revs uniform. Thought for a second that Mitchell foul-tipped that one, and that's why Maddox stopped, but it's because the ball came in and out of his glove. Stolen base for Figueroa, the Revs' second stolen base tonight. Spoon had one earlier, and it led to a run. See if a steal can lead to a run here. Man on second, 1 out. 1-0 the count on Mitchell. Mitchell can untie it with a knock to the outfield. And the pitch. Mitchell takes high. It's 2-0. Figueroa dancing off second. The shortstop Garcia is playing behind him, sort of up the middle. The hole where he usually is at shortstop is wide open, so a big hole on that left side. They'll play Mitchell to pull. Garcia also there just to keep Figueroa honest at second, make sure he doesn't get too big a lead. Now he takes a step back at second. Now a step forward. Mitchell swings and fouls it off. It's 2-1. Figueroa, the 9-hitter tonight, a single. Spoon in the 7-hole and Diaz in the 8-hole, each a single as well. Last night, those 3 in that same order combined to go 8 for 12. May sticking with the exact same lineup as last night tonight. So far, it's worked. Haven't been a lot of runs to come by, but Revs knocking on the door. 2-1 coming to the left-handed hitting Mitchell. Thompson looks at second. Now the pitch. Mitchell offers a bunt attempt, but he pulls back. That one was outside. It's 3-1 now. The Revs will use the fake bunt a lot. They do it often just to disrupt a pitcher on the mound. Sometimes guys will at least think about still dropping a bunt down, but oftentimes they pull back at the last second. 3-1 now with 1 out and a man on second base. 1-1 the score. Pitch, fastball inside corner for strike 2, and the count runs full. Mitchell let that one go. Thought it was a bit inside. Three and 2 the count. Figueroa out at second after the single and stolen base. Mitchell's 0 for 2 tonight, a pop-up and a ground out. Wind blowing a little bit. Nice night for a ball game, a little cool. Thompson's 3-2 coming up. Here it is. Line drive, base hit into right field. That's down. Polo's waving Figueroa home. Here's the throw from Martinez. It's a good one, but not in time. Figueroa slides in safe at home. A head-first slide. He gets a big high five from Alexi Casilla as he runs in the dugout. It's an RBI knock for Jared Mitchell, and the Revs lead it 2-1 here in the 5th. We'll see if they give it a single and got to second on the thrower. They scored a double.
But either way, the Revs have the lead on Mitchell's single into right. Hard hit line grounder past Griffin. He dove at the first base bag again, couldn't come up with it. Martinez made a pretty good throw home. It was a little bit late. Figueroa made an excellent turnaround third. Polo sending him the whole way. And that's how the Revs take a 2-1 lead. They were down 1-0. They now lead it by 1. Man on second now for Casilla, who's plunked in the right shoulder with a curveball from Thompson there. Casilla did turn out of the way. He was crowding the plate a bit, but did make an attempt to get out of the way, and that pitch hit him. So with Mitchell on second now, Casilla to first, and here's Melky Mesa. Mesa an infield single in the first. Humpback liner to short his last time up. Revs lead at 2-1, bottom 5. First and second with 1 out for the Milkman. First pitch launches this one out to deep left field. If it's fair, it's a no doubt about it homer, and it's a fair ball. The left fielder Strasburger will just watch it fly. Melky Mesa, 3-run bomb. And the Milkman delivers once again. It's now a 5-1 game. Home run number 16 on the year for Melky Mesa. Give him 69 RBIs, and the Revs have broken this thing open in the bottom of the 5th. Melky picked on a high pitch from Darrell Thompson. Got it up in the air. The only question was if it was going to be a fair ball, and it sailed over the nemesis for a dinger. The Revs have scored 5 unanswered. They've gotten 4 of those runs in the inning. And now Telvin Nash will try to keep it going. So the Milkman gets into one there. Don't give that man a pitch up in the zone. Don't give this guy Telvin Nash one either. It's a 3-run dinger for Mesa. And the Revs offense, you know, it's like that. Hitting is contagious for this team. They have 7 hits in the game as Nash takes a ball inside 1-0. 3 hits this inning. The homer, the first extra base hit of the night for York. 1-0 pitch coming to Nash. Here it is, fouled back right behind home plate. It's 1-1. That's really Mesa's 17th home run of the year, because he has one in a game that was suspended at Somerset a few days ago. That has not been resumed yet. So when that is, he eventually will have 17, but the way he's swinging it, he's probably going to have more before that. 1-1 pitch, curveball misses outside. Mesa's on quite a tear. He was 6 for 16 in the Lancaster series, went 1 for 4 last night. But leads the team with 25 RBIs now in the month of August, does Mesa, after the 3-run homer. 2-1 coming to Nash. He drives one out to deep left center, and that ball is not coming back. Telvin Nash sends one over the right corner of the arch nemesis into the playground in left center, and it's a 6-1 ball game. Mesa and Nash go back-to-back off Darrell Thompson. 8 hits for the Revs in the game. Telvin Nash now with 8 home runs and 22 RBIs this year in just 21 games. There goes the cannon, back-to-back home runs for the Revs. They've now done that 3 times this year. Mesa and Nash this time. Mesa was involved in the last time the Revs went back-to-back. It was Mesa and Burgess in Game 1 of a doubleheader at Lancaster on July 17th. So for the 3rd time, the Revs hit consecutive home runs this season. 6-1 the score now. The Revs have hung a 5 spot on Darrell Thompson here in the inning. Now Wellington Dotel bats with the bases empty and 1 out. He takes ball 1 outside. 6-1 Revs. Wellington Dotel a chance to make it 3 in a row now. Can he do it? 1-0 from Thompson. Hard hit ground ball foul past Polo into the Crabs bullpen. Polo wanted no parts of that one. That was a stinger. He got out of the way. It was Casilla a couple days ago that almost drilled Polo with a foul ball that way. 1-1 on Dotel. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like he was trying to go back-to-back-to-back there. Got a breaking ball. Was looking fastball. And it's 1-2. So a Mesa 3-run homer in the inning, a Nash solo shot. Mitchell started the 5-run rally with an RBI single. The Revs now lead by 5. 1-2 pitch, fly ball left center field. Vaughn on his horse, still going back. He makes the grab at the track. Dotel came up just a few feet shy of making it 3 in a row there. Hit it to the deepest part of the park. And that's out number 2. A long out number 2, but an out nonetheless. Vaughn had that one tracked the entire way. He did get to the front of the warning track in left center, so Dotel did give it a ride despite probably being jammed just a little bit. Now with 2 outs and the bases empty, the shortstop Ryan Dent. The Crabs led 1-0 after the top of the second. The Revs answered right away to tie it. Now they've taken a 5-run lead with 5 here in the 5th. First pitch to coming to Dent. Curveball that misses a little high. And Thompson, when he's missed with his curveball tonight, he's either missed way low and outside or a little bit high. Not high in the strike zone, so we're not talking hangers. We're just talking balls that he's leaving up. 1-2 pitch, or the 1-0 pitch, excuse me. That misses. It's 2-1. 2-0. Well, that was a looping curveball that missed way high again. Just looks like he's not following through all the way with that deuce. 2-0 pitch, fastball driven to center field. Vaughn a couple steps back straight away. He's under it, makes the grab, and the side is finally retired. But the Revs put up 5 runs in the inning to take a 5-run lead at 6-1 Revs. They do it on a Mitchell RBI single, a Mesa 3-run home run, and an Ash solo home run back-to-back with Mesa. So after 5 full, Robert Carson has a 5-run lead to work with. We'll go to the top of the 6th. It's 6-1 Revs.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC, 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia, NMLS ID 2925, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, Equal Housing Lender.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The Independent Insurance Agent System. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
6-1 Revs, top of the 6th inning from PeoplesBank Park. Robert Carson back to work with a 5-run lead now. Starts Teodoro Martinez off with a ball. It's Martinez, Griffin, and Martinez. 3-4-5 in the Crabs order. That fastball missed high. It's 1-0. Revs stung Darrell Thompson with a 5 spot in the bottom of the 5th. Melky Mesa, 3-run homer. Telvin Nash, a solo shot. They went back-to-back. Jared Mitchell started the rally off with an RBI single to right. 6 unanswered for the Revs. They trailed 1-0. It's now 6-1. Carson readies his 2-0 to Teodoro. Ground ball to Figueroa at third. Eats him up. He tried to play it off to the side. That's into left field. Hard hit ball. We'll see what they score it. And they give it a base hit. Figueroa was charged with an error in the 4th inning. It was originally scored a base hit on a ball hit at him. But that play that Vaughn reached on was changed to an error. So this one scored a hit, a leadoff single for Teodoro Martinez. So the Milkman delivered a 3-run shot, then Telvin sent a Nash tag over the left field wall. It's 6-1 Revs as John Griffin, the first baseman, digs in. Carson set, looks over at first, out of the stretch, leg kick and the pitch. Line drive, base hit into left field. And it's 1st and 2nd for the Crabs here in the top of the 6th. So no quit for the Crabs. They come right back and get their first 2 on after they give up a 5 spot. And Daryl, I'll bring you back into the broadcast now. Hope you enjoyed your dinner tonight. And
yeah.
You got dinner at a show, the back-to-back homers.
It's a perfect Saturday night right there.
Yeah, right now, Robert Carson just looking for that shutdown frame.
And he did have to sit for a while the offense was doing its thing.
1st and 2nd, no outs. Here's Frank Martinez. Takes high, a fastball. It's 1-0. Martinez hit a solo home run, which has provided the Crabs' only run of the night. That came in the top of the 2nd inning. Struck out swinging his last time. 1-0 pitch to him, breaking ball over. It's 1-1. Carson looks at Teodoro at 2nd. Now the 1-1. Martinez pops it up foul out of play on the right side. It's 1-2. 3 strikeouts tonight for Carson. Other than that 1 home run, he's just scattered 5 singles. Daryl, he will give up hits, but all season he's found ways to get out of innings because he doesn't walk guys to prolong innings.
Exactly. He'll give up some singles, but he keeps the ball down, doesn't walk guys.
1-2 pitch coming. Slowly hit ground ball short. It could be 2. To 2nd for 1. Casilla over to 1st. In time, a double play. A 6-4-3 twin killing. And just like that, it's a man on 3rd and 2 outs. It erases what was a 1st and 2nd no-out situation. So Carson keeps the ball down. Daryl, just as you said, he does that all so often. And he rolls a double play ball to help himself out.
Yeah, you keep it down, you'll give up some hits through the infield, but the trade-off is you'll get a lot of double plays, and he's among the leaders on the staff at doing that. Does a good job of handling the running game when guys get on, and like you were saying earlier, he jams a lot of hitters, and we saw that there with Martinez.
Man on 3rd, 2 outs, 6-1 Revs lead. First pitch fastball up in the zone to Devin Rodriguez. The left-handed hitter misses. Rodriguez 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. Carson this season has now induced 8 ground ball double plays. 1-0 pitch, popped up foul out of play. And those are 8 ground ball double plays in his starts. So this is start number 13 for him. Pretty solid ratio right there. 8 ground ball double plays and 13 times taking the starting hill. 6-1 lead for the Revs, top 6. Carson looking to get through this inning with nothing over. That one's over for a strike. It's 1-2. Slider there from Rob. 1-2 the count. 1 pitch away from getting out of it. He allowed singles to Martinez and Griffin to start the inning, but then Frank Martinez hit into a double play. It's Teodoro Martinez at 3rd. Devin Rodriguez at the dish. Revs playing him straight away in the infield. 1-2 pitch. Line drive left center field, but Spoon is right there. He ranges back in the gap a few steps, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Well, boy, does Spoon always know right where to play, guys. And that's how this top of the 6th ends. No runs on 2 hits, no errors. 1 man left on for the Crabs. We go to the home half of the 6th. It's 6-1 York.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Show your patriotism and Rev spirit with the new York Revolution Hat Pack. Get 6 undated ticket vouchers to use any way you'd like and 2 parking passes, plus an exclusive Revolution hat featuring the Revs logo in red, white, and blue. It's an exclusive design from York's own Legacy Athletic and one you can only get through this special offer. The Revs Hat Pack. 6 game ticket vouchers, 2 parking passes, and an exclusive Revolution baseball cap, all for just $75. Get yours while supplies last at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Michael Marcantonini and Darrell Henry with you on the call. It's the Revs 6 and the Blue Crabs 1. The Revs have scored 6 unanswered runs after they were down 1-0 early. They put up a 5 spot with back-to-back home runs from Melky Mesa and Telvin Nash, a 3-run shot and a solo shot in the bottom of the 5th. Robert Carson allowed the first 2 to reach against him in the top of the 6th, but then rolled a double play and got a line out to end the frame. New pitcher into the ballgame for the Blue Crabs. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. It's the right-hander Shane Watson. He gave up 3 runs in an inning last night, was ineffective, as well as Sam Runyon was ineffective, gave up 2 runs in 1 inning after their starter Brett Marshall went 6. So it's Watson working back-to-back days. He'll face Witherspoon, Diaz, and Figueroa 7-8-9 as the Revs look to add to their 6-1 lead. Robert Carson in line for the win right now. Now Spoon swings at the first pitch and pops it up foul. 0-1. Spoon was the only Rev not to bat in the 5th inning. They sent 8 to the plate, scored 5 times. They did it on 4 hits. Jared Mitchell, an RBI single to give the Revs the lead in that inning, and then Mesa followed with the 3-run bomb. Telvin, a Nash tag to left. That slider misses from Watson outside. It's 1-1. Darrell, which home run was cooler for you to watch? The Mesa shot that you just got to fall majestically over the wall, or Telvin Nash's bomb?
Los Dos.
1-1. Spoon lines one into the right center field gap. That's down for a base hit. Coming over to cut it off is Vaughn. He won't get it till the warning track. Spoon digging around 2. He's thinking 3. He'll get there without a throw. Sliding in safe, a leadoff triple for Travis Witherspoon. And the Revs just will not stop. The offense is clicking like a well-oiled machine. Travis Witherspoon has his 2nd hit of the night. He's 2 for 3, a leadoff 3-bagger with swagger for Spoon. That brings up Roger Diaz, and I imagine the Crabs will draw the infield in a little bit. Well, that's one way to greet a reliever, Darrell.
Boy, yeah, they are hitting the ball all over the place. It's Witherspoon's 12th triple all-time with York. That puts him 3rd. Moved ahead of James Shanks with that one. He was thinking 3 off the bat.
The infield comes in for the Crabs. First pitch to Roger Diaz. Fastball that misses in from Watson. It's 1-0. Spoon is swinging a hot bat. He keeps hitting. Another 2-hit night for him. Spoon got the average up 7 points last night with his 3-hit effort. 1-0 to Diaz. That misses off the plate. It's 2-0. 6-1 Revs lead bottom 6. Spoon just tripled the right center to start the inning. It's Shane Watson out of the pen, looking to keep this game where it is. He's 4-0 with a 5.79 ERA. Those two numbers don't usually go together. The 2-0, Diaz fouls it off. 4-0 with a 5.79, Darrell.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
38th appearance now for Watson. He's gone 37 1/3 innings. He's given up 44 hits, 39 strikeouts, 18 walks. Crabs will play the infield all the way in. 2-1 the count on Diaz with no outs and Spoon on 3rd. Pitch from the right-hander, fouled off again right side, and the count evens up at 2. Diaz singled home the tying run back in the second. He brought home Spoon. We'll see if he can bring him home again. Right-handed hitting catcher waiting from the offering. Here's Watson's 2-2. Hard hit ground ball at Angeles Nina from third. Spoon's going to try to come home. He does. An RBI ground out for Roger Diaz. Nina knocked it down. Spoon waited. After it squirted away from Nina, he came home. Nina then pretty much had to go to first, so he does that to get Roger Diaz. But the Revs add another. It's now a 7-1 game, and Roger Diaz for the second straight night has a multi-RBI game. How about that, Darryl?
Yeah, and he does it with the infield in again. Took advantage last night driving in 2, but that was sharply struck. And if it wasn't a runner like Witherspoon, Nina might have tried to go to the plate after recovering, but with Spoon's speed, he gets that run across.
One out and the base is empty for Steven Figueroa. First pitch swinging, chops one foul. Well, he's not wasting any time up there. He's been aggressive early in the counts each of these last 2 days. And I got to imagine it's easier to hit when you see the rest of your teammates slugging the way they are.
I would think. They say it's contagious. It certainly seems to be. Come up there feeling a little more confident. Ball looks a little bigger. And he's inserted himself right into the mix in these 2 games.
0-1 pitch coming to Figueroa. Here it is. Fastball misses high and away. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Revs lead at 7-1. They've tacked on another run here in the 6th. They got 5 in the 5th. First run came in the 2nd inning. 1-1 pitch, popped up, left side of the diamond, out to short. It's Garcia under it at the normal shortstop position. He makes the grab to his left side, and that's out number 2. Go back to the top and see Jared Mitchell again. Darryl Thompson, the final line on him, 5 innings, 6 runs, all earned. Gave up 8 hits, struck out 2, did not walk a batter, and hit 1 through 77 pitches, 51 for strikes. Maybe a couple strikes too many as the Revs tagged him for 2 home runs. Mesa and Nash going back-to-back. 3rd time the Revs have done that this season. Here's Mitchell with the bases empty and 2 gone. First pitch fastball misses a little bit high and away. It's 1-0. Mitchell's gotten on a little bit of a roll here as of late. Average up to 276. Hit his 5th homer of the year a couple nights ago. 1-0 pitch, line foul into the stands onto the concourse. Hopefully everybody's all right. Count goes to 1-2. Mitchell was 7 for 16 in the Lancaster series. Went 2 for 4 with a double last night. Another multi-hit game for him last night. On the season, Mitchell, 24 multi-hit games. He's tied for the team lead with 8 3-hit games. Picked up a 3-hit game a couple nights back. Mitchell brought in the lead run in the bottom of the 5th inning to make it a 2-1 game. He scored Figueroa from second after Figueroa stole second. 1-1, 2-out pitch coming. That almost hit Mitchell inside. He lunged out of the way. And the count goes to 2-1. Watson set on the mound, readies the 2-1 pitch. Long pause now to the plate. Chopper to first base. It eats up John Griffin. It goes into foul territory. And by the time Griffin can pick it up, Jared Mitchell's already at first base. They're going to score that an error on the first baseman, Griffin, and it was. A chopper to first that he just booted. Mitchell legs it out. And the inning continues. First error of the night for the Blue Crabs. Well, things are going right for the Revs tonight, Darryl. Yet another base runner. They're doing it any way they can.
Absolutely. Pretty tame game through the first 4 innings, just like last night. But all of a sudden, they have kicked down a door.
That's a big one, Melky.
Well, here's Alexi Casilla, excuse me. Mesa's on deck. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch to Alexi. Strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 7-1 lead for the Revs. They've done it on 9 hits. 6 hits in the game for the Crabs. Revs have scored in 3 of the 6 frames tonight. A 5-run 5th inning. The 0-1 pitch to Casilla. Fights that one off foul out of play. It's 0-2. It's the 7th time the Revs have had a 5-run inning this year. Came in the bottom of the 5th. 0-2 pitch coming up. Fastball a little bit off the plate according to the home plate umpire Tim Detweiler. The count goes to 1-2. 2 outs and Mitchell on first. He reached on an error. See if the inning continues because of that error. Watson ready, leg kick and the pitch. 1-2 fouled off the netting in front of the Blue Crabs dugout, and the count remains 1-2. Casilla came into the night 5th in the league in hitting. Casilla, Mesa, and Dotel have consistently been in the top 10 for over a month now. Casilla's been in the top 5 for as long as I can remember, at least a month. 1-2 pitch coming up. Spoils a breaking ball foul out of play. It remains 1-2. Casilla would have qualified, or would have won the batting title last year if he had qualified with enough at-bats. Hit .358 for the Revs. Had a 23-game hitting streak at one point last season. He was awesome, but left the team early and did not have enough at-bats to qualify for the batting title. 1-2 pitch, line drive foul. That one over the Nacho Hut on the concourse down left field side. The count stays at 1-2. It's 7-1 Revs, bottom 6. Casilla hit .423 on that 23-game hitting streak. Had a .410 on-base percentage last year. In the high 380s this year in the OBP department. And the average close to what it was at last year. 1-2 pitch coming up again. Here it is from Watson. Slider just off the plate on the outside corner. Good eye from Casilla. It's 2-2. Got to imagine Alexi's going to get a day off one of these next couple days, Darryl, once Castillo and Harris are able to come back in the lineup.
Yeah, Mace, he's a guy that they try to give some time. He plays a demanding position every day.
2-2 pitch coming up. That one misses outside. It's 3-2. A heck of an at-bat from Alexi Casilla.
He has played through his own share of bumps and bruises this year. I'm looking at his average and what he did last year. Right now, he's second in Revs history all-time in batting average.
3-2 2-out pitch. Mitchell takes off from first. That one's fouled into the seats once again. Well, at this point, Alexi Casilla is just wasting baseballs, and he dropped that one on the Nacho Hut.
Well, with the career stuff, we break it out to minimum plate appearances to qualify in one season for the league leaderboard because so many guys are only here 1 year. Only Justin Green has a higher average than Casilla does in York.
3-2 pitch coming for Alexi. Here it is. Ground ball to second. Mitchell avoids it, but Nina has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. The Revs get another run. Travis Witherspoon, a leadoff triple. Then Diaz brings him home with an RBI ground out. Through 6 full, it's the Revs 7 and the Blue Crabs 1. We'll go to the top of the 7th next. Darryl Henry taking back over on the play-by-play. Stick with us on the broadcast.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro, offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
On to the 7th, and the Revs with a 7-1 lead now. Corey Vaughn will lead things off. Carson to work, only at 76 pitches. His first of this inning is a slider for a called strike. Vaughn has struck out and reached on an error tonight. Revs out hitting the Crabs 9-6. 0-1. And a swing and a shot toward the big wall in left, down the line, and it hits the 1741 club sign. Dotel plays the rebound, fires to second, glanced off the glove of Alexi on a short hop. Vaughn was there anyway. He's there standing with the leadoff double, hit a little over halfway up the wall in left. And Angeles Nina to the plate.
Well, that one never had the height to get out. You could tell off the bat that it was just going to go square into the wall. And that helps Rob. He's worked around base runners really well tonight. No reason he can't do it again here, especially with a 6-run lead.
Blue Crabs scored first in the second inning. The Revs answered. It stayed 1-1 till a 5-run fifth for York. And then adding one more in the sixth. Ball loose from the Revs bullpen as it rolls in toward Diaz, who will toss it back. Nina at the plate. He is 0 for 2. 2 ground balls to short. Pitch from Carson. He swings, pops it up foul. This will find the crowd first base side. Michael Click is up in the Revs bullpen. As that foul rebounded off a seat and all the way out to Alexi at second base. Carson in his last start was limited to 3 innings, some numbing in a finger, but they determined it was not problematic. The 0-1 and a line drive to center. That's getting down for a hit. Spoon on it very quickly on one hop, and he fires over everybody to the backstop. They did stop Vaughn at third, but a throw that did not need to be made. Nina advances to second, and Witherspoon will be charged with the Revs' 3rd error of the night. He was on it so quickly, and he had a shot to make a very impressive throw in how quickly it would get from center field to home plate because he was on it so fast. But it just sailed and nobody had a chance to intercept it.
Yeah, like you said, didn't need to make that throw there. Carson a little unhappy with that. He's happy with the run support his teams helped provide him, but he knows that throw didn't need to be made. And instead of a double play possibility now with no outs, it's second and third and no outs.
Here's Craig Maddox. First pitch is down low. They're going to say no error. They're going to say that had the throw been on target at the plate, Nina would have moved up anyway. I'm not sure about that. It's the 1-0, and a ground ball poked to deep short. Dent backhands, off balance throw, right on the money. Vaughn comes in to score. It's an RBI ground out, 7-2. Carson will trade the run for an out, and Dent with yet another pretty play from short.
Yeah, absolutely trading the run for the out there. Dent's smooth. I mean, an error earlier, but you're not going to see multiple misplays from him in a game. He's been really good tonight, and Carson's giving him a lot of work out there. A lot of balls on the ground to short.
And it keeps Nina at second. Here's Strasburger, top of the order. First pitch, he tries to check. Went, says Tim Detweiler on a slider breaking in. Strasburger 1 for 3 with an infield hit tonight. The last time that Carson did not have a start interrupted due to numbing or any other reason.
Numbing or any other reason, that's funny.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to center, sends Witherspoon back a couple strides, positions, catches, Nina tags, draws a throw. He'll stay where he is as Spoon bounces it on a hop to third. And that is out number 2.
Spoon showing off the cannon tonight. That's a good throw because even though Nina's probably not going to move up on that, at least show him that you can gun him out. And I think Nina saw that throw home that Spoon can get you, so not wanting to chance it there. The Crabs need base runners right now. They're not trying to get anyone thrown out on the base paths.
Now here is Edwin Garcia with 2 down. 7-2 York. Yeah, last time Carson went his full length in a start 10 days ago, he did go 7, which tied his season high. He's done it twice, trying to do it a third time. And the pitch, it is a called strike, inside corner. Only his 85th pitch of the night. Garcia 2 for 3, 2 singles through the left side of the infield, then a fly out. Now the 0-1. And it's a called strike. Garcia flinching, checking, but a fastball at 91 had the black. And Carson here at 86 pitches, still with pretty much his full velocity late in the game. He's ready, looks back, delivers home, and it misses high and away, 1-2. That one at 90. Big crowd on hand tonight, seeing a pretty strong performance from the home team. There's the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball, foul in right. Mitchell will give it a look, trotting over, but it's into section 1 behind the Revs bullpen. Revs trying to go to 7 games over 500 at home with a win tonight. Coming in 31-25 at home. 3-2 on this homestand. Here's the stretch. Another 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He chased high and away with a fastball. Carson points to the sky as he marches off the mound through 7 tonight for the 3rd time this year, tying his season-long. 1 run in the inning comes on 2 hits. 1 man left. It's stretch time at the bank. York 7, Southern Maryland 2.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rudder's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rudder's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rudder's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Stretch time here at PeoplesBank Park tonight. Revs with a 7-2 lead. Malky Mesa will lead things off. New pitcher is right-hander Paul Clemens here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And his first pitch of the night is fouled back against the netting. Mesa, Nash, and Dotel coming up. Mesa and Nash certainly electrified this place 2 innings ago. Mesa 2 for 3 tonight, 3-run homer, way up and over the arch nemesis. His 16th, it's really his 17th. The 0-1, and that misses outside. And then Nash with an epic blast out toward left center. And Dotel hit one to deep left center that was caught. The Revs have never hit 3 in a row. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, fastball 94. They've never had back-to-back-to-back home runs. They lead this one 7-2, and we're doing the wave here at PeoplesBank Park. There's the wind, the 1-2. Curveball, it's tapped softly foul to the left of home plate. Clemens, the second reliever after Thompson went 5, charged with 6. 5 were in the 5th inning. $5-0 win last night, 7-2 the lead tonight. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball at 94 gets Mesa. We'll see when we go to the 8th. Might it still be Carson? His pitch count's very good. Click was up last inning when the Blue Crabs were putting together some noise, but nobody throwing right now. Now he could simply be ready and waiting, but we'll find out. Here's Nash, who's 2 for 3. Single and a homer. The home run, his 8th in 21 games. 4 of those against the Crabs in 5 games. First pitch, it's a little bit high. He's now driven in 22 in 21 games. 7-2 the lead here in the home half of the 7th. Clemens fires, and that's down and away, missing. Steve Navaroli's here tonight. Wish a happy birthday to his daughter Alexa. They stopped by between innings. Clemens winds and fires. And a swing and a fly ball hit deep in center field. Vaughn going back at the track. It's off his glove. One hops the fence, and Nash will cruise into second with a double. And he is 3 for 4. A triple away from the cycle now tonight. He adds a double. He was not running terribly well, and Mace is going to pinch run, sending Henry Castillo in for him. I think Nash has been battling his way through some stuff, but that was another ball that was drilled deep straightaway center. Vaughn going back, could only have it glance off his glove.
Logan Williamson felt like going for a jog as well, coaching first. That's Logan over there, is it?
It is, yes.
I thought so. Okay. Well, it can't be too much of an issue if he's launching balls like that tonight. But that's good news for 2 reasons. One, it means that Castillo's good enough to play after the dental work he had done.
Here's Dotel. He takes a fastball strike.
And 2, it gives rest for one of your regulars.
Revs with their 10th hit tonight. Nash with his 3rd. And he is back to pulverizing the baseball. Dotel 0 for 3. Did hit one deep that was caught last time. The 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss. As Clemens went slow and big with that hook. He is 2-8 with a 6.05 ERA. In 20 outings, 12 starts. Castillo pinch running at second with 1 out. So we've seen that he can play. Harris, they said, maybe could tonight, but likely will tomorrow. Now the 0-2. And it's in the dirt, and ricochets to the left of Maddox, who can't find it. Castillo around third, gonna try to score, and he makes it standing. Scores from second base on a wild pitch. It hit Maddox's right leg and ricocheted to the left. He didn't know where it was, and when Castillo saw that, he was going all the way and scores standing without a play. It's 8-2.
That's good hustle. And all of a sudden, you could see the point where he's about 3/4 of the way to third base, and he realized he could go. Took a sharp turn around third. Had plenty of time. Didn't even need to slide.
Never slowed down. Here's a curveball that breaks away. 2-2 on Dotel. Well, we have had power and then some from the Revs offense tonight. And now an exciting hustle play. Here's a swing and a foul tip off the glove of Maddox. And Dotel stays alive again. Revs have done it in all ways tonight. Speed early in the game when Witherspoon had an infield hit, stole a base, and that allowed him to score with 2 outs. Power in the 5th, some speed again here in the 7th. On the wind, another 2-2. And it's off the plate away. Fastball at 94. We had speed last inning as well when Witherspoon legged out a leadoff triple. Setting up another run. Here's the wind, the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. Fastball from Clemens. And he has his second strikeout of the inning. That'll bring up Ryan Dent, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Lancaster at home trails Somerset 4-1 in the 7th. Long Island leads the Road Warriors 4-2 in the 8th. New Britain is at Sugarland. Those 2 teams tied at 1 in the 6th inning. Well, Talbot is walking up to the clubhouse with Chong. First pitch to Dent is up high. I'm thinking it looks like Talbot's being rather playful with Chong as they go, so maybe either icing him up or stretching him out at the end of the game, which might be done anyway at the end of a night. Here's the 1-0, and that misses high.
And if it's something minor, like let's say, a muscle cramp or just tightened up, you don't want to let him just wait it out till the end of the game and stay in the dugout. They're going to get that done now and take precaution.
Time called, ball loose from the Revs bullpen and right. 2-0 on Dent. Base is empty, 2 outs. Revs scoring for the 3rd straight inning. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a high fly, shallow right center. Vaughn from center hustles in. And it's the second baseman, Nina, who was under it. And he will take charge of it to end the inning. But the Revs add to their lead. 1 run, 1 hit. Nobody left. We're going to the 8th tonight. It's 8-2 York.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Head of the 8th inning, it is brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. The Revs with an 8-2 lead. Michael Click comes on, pitching change, brought to you by Maple Donuts. Couple of defensive changes as Henry Castillo stays into play short. Ryan Dent goes from shortstop over to first base. He's one of a handful in Revs history that has played every infield position. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Gordon Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine the treatment that is best for your needs. Visit yorksleep.com to learn more. York Dental Sleep Therapy at 450 West Market Street in Pelham, or call 316-1299. A fine outing from Robert Carson. Ties his season high, 7 innings for the 3rd time. Click will face Teodoro Martinez first. The pitch, it is down low. Carson goes 7, gives up 2 runs on 8 hits, stranded 6. He walked 0, struck out 4, 89 pitches, 63 strikes. 1 start after being lifted early. With some numbness, the pitch, it is swung on and missed. High fastball. And the numbness was in a finger, not the elbow or anything terribly alarming, but something that they obviously wanted to look at 5 days ago. But last night, Mitch Atkins just 1 walk in 7. Tonight, Carson no walks in 7. They have gotten 2 excellent starts this weekend. Click the 1-1. Swing and a miss, a slider, and Martinez front foot slipped on the swing, and he goes almost sprinting away from home plate, just trying to stay on his feet. He is 1 for 3 tonight. He almost went down on that cut.
Well, it shows you Click is just that nasty. Well, he's not working quickly out there. Click does not work quick.
Has his sign. Here's the 1-2, and a slider breaks away.
A great outing for Rob tonight, being able to eat 7 innings, and that's almost what's expected out of him. I got to believe he was going to go 6 or 7 last start without that numbness in his hand, but to do it tonight with the bullpen really needing that extra rest helps saving this pen.
Now foul over the first base side and out of play. Yeah, I think Carson was headed for 6 in his last outing as well. The Revs ended up winning that game 11-4 on Monday against Lancaster. 2 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, Carson 89 pitches, 63 strikes tonight. 8-2 is the lead here as we start the 8th. Click ready. 2-2. Swing and a loop foul the other way and right. Click no record, 2.05 ERA in 15 outings, 1 start. 22 innings, 26 Ks to 11 walks and just 13 hits. Opponents hitting 178. He's facing 3-4-5 in the order here. Out of the belt, here's the 2-2. And a swing, and Martinez just got a piece, tapping it foul. Revs Baseball brought to you in part by Wise Markets, York Water Company, and Twin Pine Country Farm Store. 8-2 the lead here in the 8th inning tonight. Revs looking to take the first 2 this weekend. Last night scoreless until the late innings, and they won 5-0. Now again home, and a swing and a high fly in shallow center. Witherspoon hustles in toward shallow left center, and he's got it. He was a little bit deeper and toward right center, so he had to make his way through some blades of grass, but he gets there for out number 1.
Man, to be honest, I thought that was at least the second out of the inning. I thought it was the third, to be honest. It felt like it. But Click gets the job done.
And here is John Griffin, our K-man tonight, 1 for 3. Griffin was with Long Island back in 2015, then the Bees for 2 years. First pitch is up high. Now with his 3rd Atlantic League team. He was the first player acquisition in New Britain Bees history in 2016. Click fires. Fastball called strike, outside corner. Griffin, who had gotten to Double-A with the Diamondbacks earlier in his career. He had a 4-home-run game at Double-A. Here's the stretch. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. High gas at 93. It was actually foul tipped into the mid of Diaz. Well, Click trying to be a server here. Some Moz sticks.
It's about that time for a little slider away, don't you think, Daryl?
Yeah, that sounds good. They got Griffin on that last night. Atkins did. Here's the stretch. The 1-2. And a swing and a bouncer toward the middle. It's Castillo from short charging, and it's off his glove, and Griffin will be safe. Castillo had to cover some ground going hard to his left and in. And they are going to rule it an infield hit due to how far he had to go. So 1-out base runner. Frank Martinez up next. Griffin, 2014, a 4-home-run game for Mobile. And then another one in his first at-bat the next night. So he had a pro baseball record 5 straight at-bats with a homer. The streak ended with a walk. There's Martinez, first pitch. Swings, chops one left side. Castillo to his right. Gloves, fires to second in time for 1 out. Little trouble getting it out of his glove, but had time to get Griffin. Fielder's choice. 2 down, Martinez on at first. By the way, the crazy thing about Griffin's 4-home-run game, he didn't enter that game until the 5th inning. And he went 5 for 6 with 4 homers, drove in 7 in a game that the Mobile Bay Bears won 17-7 against the Tennessee Smokies.
So this didn't even go extras?
Oh, no. No, nor did he. He played half the game.
Right. That's unbelievable.
That is some night. Here is Devin Rodriguez as Click misses down and away. 2 outs. It is Frank Martinez on at first. 8-2 York in the 8th. Rodriguez hitless in 3 at-bats. Click to the belt. The 1-0. And a swing and a fly ball hit lazily to shallow left. Dotel will come in, and he's there. Scoreless top of the 8th for Michael Click. Only an infield hit given up. 1 man left. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th tonight. It's the Revs in front, 8-2.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Presley Ridge believes that strong families are the foundation for strong communities. With compassionate and caring professionals, Presley Ridge offers individual, child, and family therapy in addition to foster care and other in-community services. To learn more about Presley Ridge and their impact on families right here in our community, visit presleyridge.org or call 717-845-6624. That's 717-845-6624.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called PeoplesBank Park. PeoplesBank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at PeoplesBank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Bottom of the 8th, right-hander Ryan Chaffee is the new pitcher. Revs with an 8-2 lead. Our attendance tonight, told you it was a good night here, 5,544. And they've been treated to a very well-played game by their home team. Travis Witherspoon leads things off. First pitch is swung on, tap foul, third base side. Spoon 2 for 3 with a triple, a steal, and 2 runs tonight. By the way, he's got 20 steals. Dotel with York 19, Mitchell 25. The cutoff for the top 10. Pitch is outside a slider. Top 10 in Revs history entering the season is 24 in a season. So Mitchell has a top 10 total. The other two have a chance. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He chases letter high on that fastball. Spoon, Diaz, and Figueroa here in the 8th. Post-game fireworks inside the park after the final out. Revs with James Pugliese loosening as Spoon backs out. On the wind, the pitch, and that's up high. Trying to get Spoon to go up there again. Chaffee 2-2, 4.77 ERA in 56 outings. Opponents hitting 199, just 40 hits in 54 2/3. Now winds, deals, slider down and away, 3-2. Revs with 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Southern Maryland, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. There's the 3-2. Swing, and he just got a piece. Foul tip that ricochets off, I believe, the catcher's shin guard high up in the air behind home plate. We'll do it again. The game was tied into the 5th when the Revs busted out the power. 5-run fifth. Another 3-2. And it's a called third strike, and Spoon knew it. Chaffee had been trying to get him to go up and maybe out of the zone throughout that at bat. Then on 3-2, put one over about knee high and froze him. One down, Roger Diaz coming up. Well, tomorrow we're giving away hats. First 1,000 fans, presented by Stambaugh Plumbing and Heating, our hat giveaway. Rookie Revs autograph session, National Dog Day. First pitch to Diaz, an excuse me half swing, and he tips a foul bag. Crab feast in the home run patio, catered by Captain Bob's Crabs. Dollar Dog Day, courtesy of Hatfield Quality Meats, and Sunday Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets. There's the 0-1, swing and a fly foul the other way and right. Get your tickets for tomorrow at YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and the Revs ticket office. Diaz 1 for 3 tonight, back-to-back 2 RBI games for him. Pitch, it's down low off the glove of Maddox. RBI single to right, tied it with 2 outs in the second, and then got Witherspoon home with a ground out after Spoon's leadoff triple in the 6th. Here's the wind and the 1-2. That's inside. Diaz moves back. The Revs 3 outs away from setting themselves up for the opportunity to sweep the Crabs tomorrow. Pitch is in the dirt, 3-2. And sweeps have been elusive this year. So have long winning streaks, which is why they've been around 500 literally all year. There's the wind, the 3-2, and a swing and a floater in the air and right. Martinez toward the line, he's there, he'll catch it. And there's 2 down. A lot of times a 500 team will have a big streak one way, big one the other way. It's been almost uncannily even for the Revs this season. With 2 down, Steven Figueroa to the plate. I think he's looking to make the most of his opportunity. He has brought some real energy. First pitch is high and tight. Tonight 1 for 3, singled, stole a base, scored in the 5th. He was all fired up. There's the windup, the 1-0. And he swings, fouls it away, left side.
He really was. Did you see that high five he gave Casilla? Almost broke his hand.
Alexi had to shake his hand and to shake it off. And then he got hit by a pitch, which might have made his hand feel better because he wasn't thinking about that anymore. There's a fastball in for a strike, 1-2. Figueroa came flying around to score. Chaffee shakes off, now ready. Pitch is swung on and torqued toward right, but a little bit early, lands it up in the bullpen balcony. Got around on that, but a little bit too much, so a pitch up and in on him. 1-2 it stays. Chaffee kicks, fires, and in the dirt, got by Maddox. 2-2. Seeing a lefty wearing 27 at bat reminds me of Chase Simpson. Swings here, lines 1 to center. There's a base hit for Figueroa again. And he is now 5 for 8. To begin his time in York, he goes right up the middle and had a great at bat. Hard line single that sliced into center. He's a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, he really is providing a spark of energy. He's so fast. You see him, take that turnaround first, maybe even thinking 2 on a single up the middle.
He will put the pressure on the defense. He takes nothing for granted. He'll get a lead with Griffin kind of lingering behind him, and now creeping halfway in between Figueroa and the bag at first. Here's Mitchell. First pitch is lined right to Griffin. Right into his glove. Right by first base to end the inning. But a good night at the plate for the Revs as a whole. 8 runs on 11 hits. Here in the 8th inning, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 9th. Pugliese walking in. Revs lead it 8-2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Runners know the challenge. It's not the uncompromising weather. It's not the pounding repetition. It's not knowing how to dig deep as you start the climb of that last hill. For runners, the challenge is the discipline to keep running.
Flying feet.
Casual runners, amateur runners, hardcore runners, no matter what level runner you are, Flying Feet Sports Shoes is with you every step of the way. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear and properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. Flying Feet has become the leader in athletic footwear, properly fitting the feet of runners throughout Central PA. And that holds true whether you're training or racing on roads, tracks, or trails. For those searching for that discipline, Flying Feet provides the latest shoe innovations, the accessories and equipment, and the inspiration to keep on running. Greg Baum and his staff have the knowledge and the true understanding of what running is all about. As one local runner put it, Flying Feet is family, and all runners are welcome.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 9th, James Pugliese looking to close things out. It is an 8-2 Revs lead. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Another fun night here at PeoplesBank Park as the Revs look to make it 2 in a row. And Corey Vaughn will lead things off. 1 for 3 tonight, a double and a run scored. First pitch from Pugliese is grounded foul, third base side. 7, 8, 9 in the order as Pugliese looks to finish it off. He has been superb for the Revs. He winds, fires. Vaughn was shortening, maybe trying to get time called then. And time was not called. The pitch was a little high. Pugliese 3-1, 2.88 ERA in 20 outings. 1-1. Breaking ball, fouled back, up onto the roof. Revs looking to go to 54 and 52. 1-2, and that's down in the dirt. Came to find out that Pugliese is a big Fortnite fan. If you heard the interview between games of the doubleheader, he fires, and it misses down and away 3-2. On Wednesday night, he was a multi-sport athlete in high school, and he's able to kick a football left-footed. As he winds, delivers, and a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. A fastball down at 91, and Vaughn scrapes it into Diaz mitt, 1 away here in the 9th inning.
He's turned into an awesome mid-season acquisition. He's been great. I mean, the last 8 or 9 outings, he's been nearly unhittable.
He's been a good acquisition, too.
Yeah, well, I'm struggling tonight.
Here's Nina, who's 1 for 3. First pitch is in the dirt. Pugliese said he basically does everything left-handed except throw. Now fires, and a swing, a high fly in right. Here comes the ambidextrous Jaron Mitchell toward the line in right field. He puts it away, just inside the chalk, fair territory, and that is out number 2. Mitchell, who in high school played quarterback, throwing right-handed, but baseball is a left-hand thrower.
Well, if Pugliese can find a way to learn how to throw left-handed, he might be able to pitch till he's 45. Throwing 70 miles an hour and still finding ways to get outs.
Here's Craig Maddox, who's 0 for 3 with a ribby on a ground out. Revs lead at 8-2, 2 outs in the 9th. First pitch is down low. Revs dugout trying to get their attention to do the 2 out. It's the 1-0. And a line drive left center. Spoon coming over. He runs it down. Game over. Travis Witherspoon turns on the Jets to run it down. It's a 1-2-3 9th inning for James Pugliese, and the Revs have taken the first 2 from the Blue Crabs this weekend. It's an 8-2 final score tonight. Robert Carson, his 8th win of the year, and the offense supports him in a big way. A 5-run 5th gave him the lead. And Melky Mesa and Talvin Nash going back-to-back, which electrified this crowd of 5,500 plus. And the Revs have won the first 2 this weekend as they file through the line, going for the sweep tomorrow.
Well, that's awesome to already get the series win after the first 2 games. Not have to worry about that going into a rubber match tomorrow, but a chance to sweep. It's something the Revs haven't had the opportunity to do much of. And this was another good team win. The offense exploded for 8 runs on 11 hits again. There's no cooling this team down. It doesn't matter who's out there. They're going to find ways to score. And it's refreshing seeing the Revs do this and still doing it in pretty quick fashion and see a game go less than 3 hours.
Now, this was a beauty tonight. Had a good pace to it. Carson was great, so was the offense. A lot of action packed into roughly 2.5 hours tonight, and certainly an enjoyable night for a big turnout, big fan base here this evening as the Revs win it by a final score of 8-2. Stay tuned, post-game show is coming up next.